Ashmore Estates is a 3-story brick building located in east central Illinois, just outside the small community of Ashmore. The current structure was built in 1916 as the second almshouse on the property and was part of the Coles County Poor Farm. It operated in this capacity until 1959. The original structure on the property, a pre-Civil War building, was built in 1857 and was replaced by the current structure in 1916. In 1959, the building and related grounds were purchased by Ashmore Estates, Inc. for use as a private care facility for people with mental disorders and other disabilities. Ashmore Estates closed the doors of the private care facility in 1986 because of financial difficulties. The structure was abandoned and vacant until 2006. Under new ownership, it was adapted and operated as a commercial haunted house. Storm damage in 2013 resulted in another change of ownership. Current owners Robin and Norma Terry have owned the property since 2014 and have performed extensive repairs for structural preservation and intend to feature it as a historic site and location for paranormal investigation. Over the years, the farm was home to many residents or inmates. About 250 inmates passed through the farm in the first 9 years, and of those, 32 died there. The dead were buried in a county cemetery on the north end of the property, but eventually a cemetery was established. This new burial site contains between 60 to 100 persons, but it's unknown if all the graves are occupied by inmates from the Ashmore Estate. So sit back and good luck relaxing as our private investigation reveals over 50 recorded EVPs. Some we heard and most we did not, but also recorded on our video devices. You be the judge as 99.7 The Mix, The Paranormal Pursuit, and Urban Paranormal Investigation present Ashmore Estate.
This is the mothers and children's dining hall. So they separated the women and the men. Even if you were married, you were separated. You couldn't stay together or anything. Women and children were together, and all the men were staying together. So this is where the women and children would sit and eat. And this area here is a storage area. It's pretty dark in there right now, so I had to figure out what's wrong with the lights. The lights aren't working in there. But this is a storage area in here. And then this area here, when you go around the other side, you can see it really easy. This was actually an exterior wall at one time. But the hospital started, they closed it all off and they put their kitchen in there. They wanted a bigger kitchen than what the poor farm had. A lot of time in this area, as well as underneath the deck in there and the roof there.
Someone allowed to sit in this?
Oh yeah.
Josh, there you go, bud. That's where you'll be with the lights off.
All right.
All right.
There's only one piece of furniture that's original to the building, and it's a bed on the 3rd floor.
Okay.
So everything else was just brought in here after the fact. Okay. So who knows what came with it?
Over in the corner. It's like,
What was that?
What was that?
Is that an L?
Josh, did you hear that? Huh?
It won't sound like a child.
No, it sounded like it.
Yeah, exactly. That was Bonzi there.
Did you hear that though, Josh?
It was loud over here.
Yeah.
hearing that?
What?
Over in the corner. It's like,
What was that?
What was that?
Is that an L?
Josh, did you hear that?
it's like,
What was that?
What was that?
Is that an L?
Josh, did you hear that?
it's like,
What was that?
What was that?
it's like,
What was that?
What was that?
The boiler room's in here, and then in the back is where the maintenance area was. This is where a lot of people think that Joe hangs out most of the time.
Joe. Which one is Joe?
Joe Boxler, he's the one that was hit by the train when he originally got to town. He was walking. Yeah, he was walking. He was walking to Kansas or Oakland. Yeah, that's what he was doing. And he was gonna walk back. So back then, it wasn't illegal to walk 7 miles. You know, so what Kansas was exactly.
Yeah, so it's creepy as you know what, like with the freaking lights on in here, man. What?
The lights get off, it's dark.
Oh my god, you scared the crap out of me. I was like, what in that crap, man?
And then when it really gets dark, it'll get really darker in here.
Holy.
extra rooms are basically used for residents.
Here we come.
Is there any one places in like EVPs that you've heard either you've reported or other people in the buildings or ones, any certain spots? where
Honestly,
ghosts come from?
I've never investigated the buildings. You bought it.
Okay.
I'm too busy working at it, so.
Yeah.
But I've heard a lot of disembodied voices while I've been working by myself in the building.
Yeah.
So yeah,
On this floor?
third floor for the most part.
Okay.
And my wife's heard my name called out on this floor.
Oh, wow.
Did it sound like you or?
It was a female. Yeah, she said it's a female voice. She heard yell around.
Is this the floor they think they hear the Elva?
They actually, yeah, down at this end of the hallway, a lot of times that's where they heard her. And we've had people that have seen a little girl running out the front door. And then we've also had another little girl that saw a child standing in the front window one time, and her mom wanted to know. And she asked her mom's like, "Why can't I go in the building?" She said, "Because they don't want any little kids in the building. They're cleaning it up." She's like, "Why is that little girl able to be in the building then?"
With the stuff
No,
down?
that one down there has like the flower curtain or flowers on it and everything.
The little,
Yeah. They were doing a daytime investigation, walked by that room. They were walking by, looking in rooms, the chairs back, just rocking back and forth.
Oh, jeez.
And even with the windows open in here,
Which chair was it?
the little one with the, like the flower.
next to the wheelchair.
Upholstery. I've got a lot of experiences in here. People have had a lot of, I've got friends that have seen disembodied figures walk, like shadow figures come through the door. And while she was sitting here, just looking out there. And you know Terry Mosby?
Yeah, from Quincy.
That's Terry.
Yeah.
What's her? What's her? Yeah. So you know she's a pretty reliable source.
Oh,
So
yeah.
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 And there was a guy sitting on the bed over here, and she yelled over to him, like, "LB, come over here." And he's like, "Okay." And he walks over. He's like, "What the hell is that?" And she didn't even say anything to him. She just asked him to walk over here. And say, "Yeah, that's what I was wanting to see if you saw it too."
And the recorder is right by the service bell. If there's any spirits here, whether former staff or patients, residents, please say something and we'll record your voice.
And you said the third floor is where they think Elva, they hear her the
You
most?
kind
Or?
of hear her everywhere.
Okay.
One thing that's been going on a lot lately is these lights are motion sensitive.
Uh-huh.
All right, and they go off and on when people aren't even around. You'd be standing over here, the other side of this wall, and the lights would.
So they just lit up while we were walking right here? Or?
Yeah, because there's motion.
Okay.
And it'll come on
Okay.
just like it's supposed to.
Okay.
Now, I was watching my cameras there tonight, just for the heck of it. There was a group, there was two people here, and they went outside, and I was looking at my cameras, and this one came on downstairs, and then a few seconds later, this one came on, which was kind of cool because it means almost like something walked up that stairs and then walked up these stairs. And there was only two people in the building, and they were both outside. So,
What did you think about that
wasn't
one?
bad. This room here, this actually, we've got this set up here. One of the girls that used to help us out here, one of our tour guys, she lived out here too. She was killed in a car accident.
Oh.
And so they pick up on that with her quite a bit.
What was her name?
Hannah.
Hannah?
Right.
One of those windows?
I opened one across the other side.
No, you
I
do
guess there's
not.
one right through here.
Can we open that window?
Go ahead.
I was trying to get Larry to do it. He walked over the way. You want to sit on the bed?
What's that?
You want to sit on the bed?
Doesn't look like it's a clean, doesn't it? Was that you?
What?
That was you.
That deep breath?
No, it wasn't.
Me.
It
I
was
heard
that
it in
noise
here.
again.
I thought it was you.
That's the same noise I heard on the third floor earlier.
This was a.
Yes,
It was
that
a
wasn't
high-
you?
It was a high pitch.
No.
It came from over by you.
It's definitely in this room.
I thought it came from
It was
over this
out-
way.
It was out there.
No, it was in this room.
I heard
It was
it
you.
was out in the hallway. Wasn't me.
No,
It sounded like it came like
I thought it
this
was
way
you.
towards you, though. You're right. No, Josh is
It
right.
came from out there. It was like right behind you out there. It was like,
It'll be on the camera. Let's look right now.
yeah, look. It was loud. It was louder than the lady downstairs.
I definitely heard it over there. I thought it was Bonzi.
Was that you?
What?
That was you.
That deep breath?
No, it wasn't.
There's talk that there is one here on the property. There's nothing that's been proven. Yep. This was room right here was actually used for electroshock therapy treatments.
What?
So, yes. But yeah, this was electroshock therapy treatment, and that bed was original to the building.
This bed here?
Yep. That's back from the poor farm, or from the hospital days.
Oh my gosh, look at the crank on that. That crank work?
I think it does still.
Josh, want to give it a shot?
I think it gets cranked quite a bit, so it's probably.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
works.
so
but
good.
it's not-
Whew.
We've had people who had experiences on that. In fact, a friend of mine who was on the bed one night, and she was sitting there, and she asked, she's like, "So, do you want us to leave?" And an EVP that they caught said, "You can come back later." She's like, "I got propositioned by your ghost." I'm like, "Well, at least they're intelligent." So,
All right, let's set the EMF right here.
Thanks for watching, and be sure to follow our Paranormal Pursuit podcast on the free 99.7 The Mix mobile app, as well as Apple, Google Play, Amazon, and Spotify. Each episode, Larry Wilson and I will once again try to unravel more mysteries of the paranormal. And until then, happy hauntings.